This video we will be covering the backup of the ETCD cluster and how to validate it. So we have a two-node cluster, rather three-node cluster, where one is master node and the other two are the worker nodes. So let's first validate it. So this is our master cube-master and the other ones are the worker nodes. So this cluster has been deployed with kubeadm, and we have to take a backup of the etcd. So for that we should have an etcd client on the on the master node. If it's not present, it will ask you to install it. So let's go through the documentation first and see what it says to take a backup, how to take a backup. So you can hover on to this path. We will put this path in the video notes while we post the video. So this is the command that we need to run for taking the backup. So what parameters we need for taking the backup we will see, but first of all we will just copy this command and we would see the help of this command to see what kind of option that it gives you. So if you see, so we would require an endpoint, as you mentioned in here. You will require an endpoint is nothing but the master node endpoint, which you could see. If it's specified, you could use this one, but in order to see the configuration, use this command grep and etcd. So if you see, it will give you all the details, right? You can see this details, and you can also find this content in this particular file. So if you see in here, all the data that you are looking for, either you can get through this command or you can go into this and copy this stuff in the notepad, whatever you need, and paste it in here. Now we will run this. So we will be using endpoints equal to, our endpoint is this one, 2379, what's been mentioned in here. This one, we will be putting that into the quotes, sorry, not in quotes, like this. Then we have the CA root certificate. So all these parameters you could just find using the -h command. So CA cert is the CA certificate, the trusted CA authority certificate. So this is the path of it. You have to validate it. So this path, this particular file or the certificate should be present at the particular path. So then is your cert, which is nothing but a server certificate. So if you find it here, so you can use this one. This is a cert file, so you need to use this path and along with the key for the same. And let me extend the video. Hyphen, then is your key. So in the key we will put in this parameter. This is the key file. It's exactly with the same name, but instead of cert It's KEY. And so here we are. Now then we have to use, these are the parameters that we require to take a backup. Snapshot, save, and here we need to specify the name of the file uh, in which the backup would be stored. So I would be storing this into, say I will name this file as etcd backup.db, and here we go. So it has taken a backup. So if I go in here, ls, so you could find, so you could find this, and if you need to see the details you can just use this command. So here you can find the backup, but how to validate it, whether this file is correct or not, or whether it contains the configurations of the etcd. So there we will again go to the documentation. So we can use this command, which is the status command of snapshot status command, and here we will specify the path of the file which has been created from by the snapshot save option. So we will just copy and paste it in here, and so it will print this into the tabular format. So you go in here and you use YAML, then this file name. So if you say this is the file which shows in this way, now this is the tabular format where it defines what is the size of the file, what are the number of keys present in it, or the division, and all such things. And if you do not want to use the tabular output, you could just in order to save time and to be on the faster side, just run this. It will show you the same content but without any custom columns in it, or there is no columns specified. So you need to just uh, think of it that you need to depend upon, you need to guess it, or you need to have a knowledge of it if you do not want to use a table output. So this is about taking the backup of etcd cluster, and this is what we need to cover in this video. Thank you for watching.